Good morning. Today is Zayin Mar Cheshvan. It's a time that in Eretz Yisrael we ask for rain. Why on Zayin Mar Cheshvan, on the 7th day of Cheshvan? It's because we wait until the last Jewish person came back home to Nahar Pras, to the furthest away place in Eretz Yisrael. In general, why do you wait so long? The idea is because I cannot have a great simcha while another Jew did not get home. I cannot feel a simcha. And therefore we wait until the last Jew reaches his place. So what is the mile of Eretz Yisrael now? That ish tachas gafnoi, ish tachas teinasei, they come back to his place, under his vine tree, under his fig tree. So what is the excitement about it? Let's go to the first time they entered Israel. The first time they entered in Israel after it was promised to Abraham, and the time that it was given to his descendants. It didn't start in 1964 or something. It didn't start any other time. It started then when they went to Eretz Yisrael. So when they were in the desert, it was said by God, Va'atem adveikim b'Hashem elikechem chayim kulchem hayoim. You're all connected to God. You're alive now. That means there's no more people dying in the Midbar. You're alive to go into Eretz Yisrael. What was the excitement? They had the man in the Midbar. They had to, their clothing was all pressed. The clothing grew with them. They were in the highest level. Almost like Yom Kippur. The highest level were all taken care of. What is exciting now going to Eretz Yisrael? We have to come on to other people. If my fig tree didn't grow, I have to borrow figs. If I don't have this, I have to borrow that, and I have to borrow that. Over there, they had everything. The man had every taste you want. You want to have a taste of a fig, you want to have a taste of grapes, you want to have a taste of anything you want. That you wanted. So the idea is to make a dira betachtoinim. That's the main thing. And this dira this dwelling place for God is a desire of God, which is brought down in Tanya. On a desire, you cannot ask questions. Mitzvahs, you can find a reason for. You can ask if you don't understand. And you can ask about it and try to understand it. It's a mitzvah to ask. And someone that's embarrassed cannot learn. So you can ask about it. A chukah is above understanding. And then there's mitzvahs which come not with your intention at all. Like if you've got a fruit, if you've got to pick something, and an ani gets it, shikha, pay everything, is what we don't even understand at all. We don't even have intention to do it. So a taiva, you cannot ask a question, a desire. A desire is higher than the will. And he wanted a dira b'tachtoinim, a dwelling place in tachtoinim. So when the Yidden were by the Beis HaMikdash, the women came, the men came, they had a big feast, they had the carbon shlamim. Chagiga and Re'iyah, not necessarily women were needed for that, but for shlamim, yes. And they celebrated. That is not a dira b'tachtoinim. A dira b'tachtoinim is when the last person comes to Eretz Yisrael, which that is the lowest level of Eretz Yisrael. That's the furthest away from Yerushalayim. The furthest away. When he comes there, and he's tachas gafne, tachas teinase, under his vine tree, under his fig tree, that's when you can make a dira b'tachtoinim even if you live in Yerushalayim. And that is the idea of Zayin Mar Cheshvan. Achdus. Unity. And even though everyone has different avodos, different areas where he lives in, and he has a different avodah than you do have, anyone else has, nevertheless it makes that dira b'tachtoinim. And that's a lesson for now also. We have to make a dira b'tachtoinim. This which we are now in Chutz Haaretz, it's made to make a dwelling place for God wherever you are. God desired to have a dwelling place. And in the furthest place. And Rahmana Litzlan, it didn't end off bad. I really don't know when it happened. There was a lady and children which went for the day of passing of her father, the yard site, and she drove by the Arab section, where we know and she knew that she never had a problem going home through this section. Why in Yerushalayim there are places where Arabs are and Jews cannot go in? They bombarded her car, smashed windows and everything. The daughter said, "We'll never make it out of here." But she was saved with God's help, and she zoomed past. Yerushalayim cannot be complete until the whole Yerushalayim belongs to the Jews. Yerushalayim is not up for sale. No part in Eretz Yisrael is up for sale. Yerushalayim cannot be complete, which that is Yerushalayim, until every single part of Yerushalayim is inhabited by Jews. And that goes in every part of Eretz Yisrael. And that's why we wait until every Jew goes home. And therefore we have to settle in the furthest away places. And make the Dira B'Tachtonim, a dwelling place for God there. When is Yovel? When is the mitzvah of Yovel? The Jubilee is when all Jews are in Eretz Yisrael. So, what does it mean Eretz Yisrael? Every single part of Eretz Yisrael is shaykh to Yidden. And Yidden have to dwell there. And that is where the true peace of Eretz Yisrael is. That's when you have Shleimus Haaretz. We cannot have true simcha when there's a place, any place in Eretz Yisrael which is not inhabited by Jews. There's no such thing. You go into Arab neighborhood in Yerushalayim. There is a place of the Beis HaMikdash, which Kedusha does not leave the place of the Beis HaMikdash. So Be'ez Hashem, we will have the kingdom of Melech HaMashiach in Eretz Yisrael, and the whole world. With the revelation of the Rebbe Melech HaMashiach, take it from Miyad Mamish now. Long live our master, teacher, and Rebbe King Mashiach forever and ever. Long live our master, teacher, and Rebbe King Mashiach forever and ever. Long live our master, teacher, and Rebbe King Mashiach forever and ever.